G'day interwebs, I'm Bman. This is Call of Cthulhu, the official video game. It's chapter 13 of the playthrough. Remember to hit subscribe. There is a playlist on my channel in the description and in the cards if you want to catch up on the previous parts, which I advise you do because it's heavily story based. Whoa, Ultra Terrains, were they there before? When I change menu options. Chapter 13, Abandonded Whaling Station. Piers crossed the docks where old acquaintances and new faces met their ends. All over the place, Leviathan slaves were wandering in search of a victim. After fighting his way through, and after discovering the truth about the origin of the cult and its founders, Piers finally reached the whaling station. He hopes to catch Sarah Hawkins before she does something bad. Check out that green circle. Symbolic of the eternal loop of green. Two loops, really. Concentric loops. Hurry up, bar. Hurry up. I'm having to fill this dead air. So we're looking at the furnace. I wonder if that will feature heavily. Is that for burning down the whale blubber? I don't know how whale farming, how whale harvesting works, despite the fact that the town I live in used to be a whaling town.
Hither thou shalt be freed. Sarah is with those bastards. I gotta find her quick.
Oops. I'm going to turn down my volume or it'll echo my television volume. Okay. This is not the sort of game where I would expect like a platformer puzzle. But that hanging tube makes me think there is going to be one. And look at all the staircases. I'm going to grab that ladder. Maybe I do want to inspect this.
This tank seems strong enough to break down the door.
Okay.
A rope and a hook. Could use that to hold the reservoir back.
Relatively thick rope to which a metal hook is attached. It must be used to pick up heavy materials. It looks strong enough to take the weight of the tank. The music's pretty cool. Spooky.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 5. Oh, I think I found the whole thing. Margaret Wickwood. Piece together Margaret Wickwood's memoirs. Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 5. These are the last entries of the pastor's wife. Her husband ordered his faithful to come together for a final ceremony in the honor of Leviathan. She fears that the pastor will ask them to sacrifice themselves to this abomination. She tried to escape. This is probably why her body was found in a cave under the mansion. Okay, real talk, I don't know if Leviathan and Cthulhu are the same thing. Leviathan is referred to in the Bible, I saw that.
Looks like a page from a log from 1847.
So if if Leviathan is Cthulhu, it's pretty cool that they tied him into a biblical monster. I don't know if that's ever been done before. I don't know if that's a standard thing in the Call of Cthulhu RPG because I've never played it. Page torn from log 1. Friday the 4th of June 1847. So this is back when they caught the miraculous catch. 53 north, 53 west. We are starving. The fish seems to have deserted these waters. It should be the fish seems to have... Oh yeah, the fish seem to have deserted these waters. If I don't quickly find an answer to this crisis, Fitzroy could well set off a mutiny. Each day more and more men believe in his tales of a miraculous catch. Merciful God help me. Wednesday 9th of July 1847. 57 north, 51 west. We sighted an enormous whale further to the south, the biggest we've ever seen. Fitzroy keeps telling the men that this is the miraculous catch he promised them. We will catch it and bring it back home to feed our families. So there's a missing full stop there, a period. And yeah, if you ask me, that second sentence should be the fish seem to have deserted these waters. Like, I've seen a few mistakes in the documents I've picked up that a proofreader could have easily fixed. I've been, I've tested other people's programs and games and stuff, and they've wrote ingenious games and programs, but they're full of spelling errors and sometimes even just half-finished sentences, no punctuation, because programming and writing English are not necessarily the same skill, especially for people where English isn't their first language. So I guess the moral of the story is if English isn't your first language and you're making a game for an audience where English is your first language, find someone who's really good at English and just get them to proofread your stuff, get them to test for you. Get them to specifically find, I've already been up there, get them to specifically, just look for grammatical and spelling mistakes in your work. Haven't been through this door, haven't been up this staircase. Yeah, I don't think, I'm not sure what the policies in your particular educational institution or training course are, but I'm sure no one can fault you for, even in an academic setting, for getting somebody to proofread your work. As long as they're not, giving you code. I wouldn't think it would matter in a programming course. Or if it would matter, then you could just cut your dialogue clean out of the, and your documents clean out of the program and hand it to somebody as a text document.
Locked. Let's hope the key isn't far.
I just realised I've used up all my lantern while I've been rambling. And I haven't really taken in the environment at all. Whoa! Oh, I thought that was gross fish parts, but they're just life preservers. Life rings. Safety. There's no way up there? Or am I missing it? I've looked around the whole thing and, I picked up the rope and the winch instantly. Maybe that's all I need. Oh, wait, the door. The side door. And also, what's on this blackboard? Maritime bank, sperm whale, different whales. Important whaler information. For whaling. Officer key. This key opens the offices of the whaling station. We're whalers in Darkwater Port. We ate some weird meat. Then we went insane. Tried to eat people's brains. Where's the whaling station up there? Is that two different doors to two different areas? No. Yes. Maybe. Wait, what's that question mark? That means there's something I haven't discovered. Wish it was lamp oil. I wish I hadn't used my lamp oil up while blabbing on about proofreading. There we go.
Fuller was a crew member too. Interesting.
Fuller was a crew member. B stated redundantly. Page torn from log 2. Wednesday the 23rd of June 1847. So this is like 80 years ago because the game set's in like... It's nearly 80 years ago. I think this game's set in 1924. I could be wrong. It's taken me like 2 months to get through it. 33 north, 53 west. The morning is biting cold. This creature made us work hard. Half of my crew is dead. I've never seen such a thing. I do not even know how to describe what happened. It's as if the creature was talking inside our heads. Some of my men went crazy and jumped overboard. The thing is not a whale. It's far bigger. I don't even know how to describe it. It practically gutted our ship with these tentacles. I don't know how, my harpoon finally pierced the skull of this monster. The crew is in a sorry state. Fuller looks after the injured, but some will not recover. Checked here, didn't I? Okay, now I've got a lantern icon in this other room, so I'm just going to double check that. Nope, it's not. Disappointed there's no big gross whale skeleton in here or anything. Yeah, it occurred to me in between last chapter and this chapter, in between playing them, it's entirely possible that in this level I'm going to find that giant creature I've been hallucinating. Or it's possible that giant creature is Cthulhu, who lies dreaming.
Sarah Hawkins was probably taken behind this huge door. Got to find a way to get through.
Yeah, I saw some, like, people have been driven insane by probably eating the meat of the miraculous catch for the last 80 years, and I had to kill a bunch of them to get here. And I saw a few of them coming here, so Sarah Hawkins might be in danger.
It mentions the Leviathan, how it drove the sailors mad.
Page torn from log 4, so we've skipped log 3. Friday 27th of June 1847, 37 north, 63 west. The whole crew has descended into madness. They speak of dreams, visions of a nightmarish city and of a sleeping god. Madness! I locked myself in my cabin. I won't be able to hold out for long. Fitzroy has 12 men on his side. They sacrificed everyone who tried to stop them to their new god. I beseech you, Almighty God, to have pity on our souls. This will be my last prayer. I can hear them whispering. Tomb Raider's got me flipping documents around, trying to find things on the back. Okay.
Doesn't work.
The right one doesn't work.
I'll be lucky if it's still sharp enough.
This knife is rusty, but it still looks usable. Where's the third document? Pretty sure I explored everywhere. Wait, I'm back up here.
This should stop the cart from moving. This should help me get the tank swinging.
Somewhere Zippo takes like 20 minutes to heat up too much, and then it's ready to go again in about 3 seconds.
I need something to cut the rope to release the tank against the door.
I wish I had a knife or something. Oh wait. Oh, that rope. I'm just wondering if there's a way to get across to the other side that I've just messed up by moving the pipe. Okay, you've had 17 minutes of gameplay. I get to check my diaries and stuff. My select button screen. Enter the beast's den. The beast in the cave achievement. Okay, I read both of those. Key. Knife. Oh, character points. 6 needed, 4 available. Wish I had more strength. It seems at this point of the game, strength is more important than eloquence. Seeing everyone I run into just charges at me and tries to eat my face. I've also met several squid monsters. Just trying to see if there's a logical way you could get up there, but I don't think there is. I might check these side rooms on the bottom floor one more time, because those documents can be easy to miss. I basically see the green icon before I see the document. Nice. Alright, whatever. Maybe the document's up ahead. It's a sound. It's freaking me out. Is that machine? It's a machine. So those machines? leads green. Miraculous catch.
What is that thing? What is that thing? No. That voice. You're the Leviathan. Sarah?
Oh, am I dying or is this a cutscene? Did it just kill me? Game saved. Uh-oh.
Hello. Who is this?
The quest for truth requires sacrifice. There's no room for compassion.
Who's there?
Your stubbornness, wanting to help others who would have deserted you, is a weakness. Fate leads us inevitably to solitude, and in one's final moments, one is always alone. You can't escape it forever. It will always find its way.
Damn it!
Any gun? Can't even check my diary. Wow. Who, where? The Leviathan.
Everything points back to the day they brought in that thing.
A forgotten photograph. Oh, photograph of the crew of the Scylla. I really should have looked up the pronunciation for that and what it's a reference to. A forgotten photograph in the offices of the whaling station. Only a handful of the Scylla crew are present. Captain Fitzroy and Dr. Fuller are included. It is dated 1847. Yep, there's Fuller. There's Fitzroy.
The sailors were going insane. Fitzroy and the mutineers took over the ship and probably killed the captain.
Thursday the 25th of June 1847, 35 north 59 west. Fitzroy encouraged the men all day. They are in shock and can't overcome their trauma. They say they can hear the screams of their comrades turned mad. Some of them hurt themselves in a desperate attempt to stop the visions that haunted them. Others chose to embrace them. Fitzroy is one of the latter. He named the beast Leviathan because he believes in his biblical nature. I told him to get rid of it before it's too late. This thing is not the work of God.
An old log.
Captain Hamilton's logbook. Monday the 24th of May 1847. Sweet achievement. Open the sailor's chest in the whaling station. 42 north 70 west on Monday the 24th of May 1847. We have sailed from the island of Darkwater towards the north. Sailors say that these waters are haunted. I don't believe in these tales. It's not a good time for us. My men haven't seen the slightest trace of a whale for quite a while. If this season doesn't improve, they will no longer wish to serve on the Scylla. Whatever. Sunday, 30th of May, 1847. 47 north, 55 west. We're not the only hunters here. While we were looking for a prey, we found dead whales, a dozen of them, drifting, their entrails exposed. If they had been shred, as if they had been attacked by a huge... they had been shred, as if they had been attacked by a huge predator. It's very strange. Perhaps it is a sign from God. Perhaps it is this good catch that we have long hoped for. We must find it, whatever the risk.
Belonging to the captain of the Scylla. The pages I found seem to be the missing ones.
Oh wow, I can almost read this writing. Leviathan. This fascinating creature possesses incredible regeneration capacities. The consumption of some parts of its body provokes various effects on humans, depending on the part ingested. Whenever a part of the creature's body is injured or even completely removed, it immediately starts healing. After a few hours to a few days, it is as if nothing ever happened. The harpoon Hamilton stuck in the beast's brain probably explains why it can't leave. It seems paralyzed. It is still conscious, but it cannot activate its defense systems or even move. I managed to extract the cerebrospinal fluid from its brain, and its properties are amazing. I called it something ride in reference to the god's ethereal fluid. No, I can't understand the word. I still need to make it further. If you understand it, put it in the comments. I still Ichor. No. I still need to make further experiments, but it appears that when a subject receives an injection containing the fluid, the firstborns can control his mind. I don't know why. I don't know yet why only something 13 can do it. Probably because of our long exposition to the beast. Whatever. Or our frequent consumption of its flesh, making us part Leviathan. The tentacles are one of the most significant sign that the creature isn't your typical whale. There. Something is still something, but it does remind us of our first visions of the god. Consuming the flesh gives a certain form of immortality, or at least increases lifespan. It does not bring back youth, however. The flesh is also responsible for the regeneration of the body and can heal almost any kind of injuries and lost limbs. Something grew back in less than a week. Surprisingly, he still limps like an amputee. Psychological? Waking, abusing use of the regeneration properties might make the body change. Wanting to abuse, whatever. Becoming more similar to the creature and less human. So that's what happened to Sanders. What was his name? Frank? The male. Sarah. Charles Hawkins. Excision of the Madness Stone. Beliefs and other superstitions have sometimes contributed to the development of medicine. Several centuries ago, it was thought that a patient with a mental disorder had a stone of madness in his skull. A trepanation of the skull. A trepanation of the skull, whatever, and excision was thus performed. Sometimes the patient survived, sometimes he was cured. Today the vocabulary has changed, but the methods a little less. Medicine 3, halfway to the next one. How many points? 4 still. Okay, I've explored this whole room. All right.
Perfect.
Alright, so that's where I started.
They eat his flesh while he's still alive.
Gross, like even the cut up parts are still alive. That's nasty. Sarah Hawkins. It'd be funny if at one point in the game Pierce pulled out his lantern, triggered a gas leak and exploded. What? Two different ways to get here.
Learn to obey.
Tricky Leviathan. Oh, not again.
Ah, finally awake. How do you feel, Mr. Pierce?
Fuller! Son of a bitch! I'll kill you!
No, I'm not even really with you. Well, to be perfectly precise, I am with you. But not in this cell.
What have you done to me?
Me? Nothing, really. See, it's one of the exquisite effects of this incredible creature.
Leviathan!
I see you already know about it. Well, shall we begin?
I tried not to take it. Hey guys. No, I'm not feeling hungry. Are they squid faces? They're squid faces. Oh no, it's not going to give me any other opportunity, is it? Smacking noises. Can you guys eat with your mouth closed, please? I mean... trying to walk as far away as I can. Now I'm trying to walk backwards and I can't. I've got no choice. If I hold down left and right trigger. Nope. Eat the meat or don't eat the meat. I'm going to attempt to not eat the meat. Because who would? Oh, Pierce.
Let me take a sample from you. Flesh, blood, spinal fluids. Don't fear. I created the mythological Ichor from Leviathan's flesh. Who knows what I can make with you? I need your body for my research.
This isn't the whaling station. What else am I going to be railroaded into doing? Let me shoot fuller. Take the gun.
I killed him.
A necessary sacrifice that proves your determination.
Don't you tell... Oh.
Find the truth and be free.
Rocky 5 plus Rocky 2. The only door that doesn't appear when I get closer to it is the far one. This one. What happened to reality? I mean, the switch is the obvious thing to do. I'd like to explore these other areas first. I just fall through. If this was Prince of Persia, I'd jump onto that pole. Where am I? So the stuff that disappears until I get close to it is fake. Oh. And what did I come out here for?
Nothing's happening.
Wait, they're also transparent, but this one isn't. Can I walk back this way? Do I need to change this one? Don't fall. There's another wheel over there.
Nothing's happening. So I'm picking the one that doesn't turn transparent when I stand back a short distance. Because the other ones are fake.
supposed to do? Pierce crossed the docks where old acquaintances and new faces met their ends. All over the place, Leviathan. I already read this. Nope. Can we skip the cutscene bit? Dark Pierce. So close.
Pierce,
Fitzroy.
time to hoist the white flag. We're not gonna hurt you.
I won't go without a fight.
You think you're here of your own accord?
Stay back, or I'll put a bullet in your head.
Our supreme oracle has spoken. You will follow your destiny
What?
in his awakening.
I see. You cannot escape my awareness. I followed your wanderings, your choices, your attempts to free yourself from destiny. But it is unavoidable. And as I predicted, you have come to free me. Awaken and call him.
Chapter 14. Coastal Cave. Pierce finally met Leviathan in flesh and blood. The monstrous creature submitted him to a series of ordeals, at the end of which he decided that the detective was ready to face his destiny. Pierce blew up the whaling station and, after a final confrontation with Leviathan, he passed out.
The voice. I can't hear the voice anymore.
So that was chapter 13 of Call of Cthulhu. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Sorry, that way somewhere. And yeah, check out my social medias down in the description beneath the video. I've got heaps of other videos of other games on my channel, so feel free to have a look around. And I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out, interwebs.